Hey, welcome to another issue of Tuesday's Tips, Techniques, and Tactics for Real Estate Sales Professionals. Now, look, as you know, I always want to make these as short as I possibly can so that you can get a lot of great value in a really short period of time. I have to apologize to you, though. Hey, it ain't Tuesday, it's Wednesday. I had a couple of things pop up on me, took me a little off track yesterday. One was with my oldest daughter. She was having some plumbing issues in the house, a plumber that I've not used before. And I don't think, in all good conscience and all good faith, I would be able to recommend to anyone else. They came highly recommended by quite a few people I happen to actually know on Facebook. And the plumber, who supposedly is near me, has kind of disappeared. I'm the one having to make all the phone calls. And it's kind of frustrating, to be perfectly honest with you. They charged about twice of what most people would charge. But, hey, they were there. I figured, you're going to get it done. You came highly recommended. And unfortunately, that was just a bad recommendation. It happens. It happens. Won't be someone I will use again. Won't be someone I would ever recommend out unless, you're maybe sending them to somebody you don't like. Then, hey, recommend them away, right? In any case, after that, finally, just like, hey, we're going to have to call someone else. I got a phone call from my son. Now, I'm sure that you are like me in a lot of regards, in that if you're busy, if you're doing something and the phone rings and it's not a number that has a name associated with it, especially a family member, you're probably not going to answer it depending upon what else you're doing. Well, I got a phone call from my son, and he had an auto accident. Yeah, his brakes locked up on him as he was getting on the interstate. Whew, crazy stuff. I believe he's okay. Truck, not so much. In any case, listen, today's tip, technique, or tactic is really a short and but very, very important one. And I hope you're already doing it. The, Look, you are already spending time to generate a lead, to find someone looking to buy or looking to sell a home. Some of you out there are actually spending money to generate those leads, or to get people who are generating the leads to send some of them your way. Now, may not be great leads. They generally aren't qualified like you would qualify them, and like I certainly teach people to qualify them. So sometimes that's kind of a pig in a poke, but nonetheless, you're following up with that lead. So here's the question. Are you qualifying that lead, one, for their motivation, and two, are you closing for that appointment? See, if they don't have a really strong desire to move, whether it's a seller looking to sell the home or a buyer looking to maybe move out of wherever they are into their new home and buy, you're going to have a really tough time setting an appointment to meet with that person to help them buy or sell that home. I mean, they'll come up with all kinds of excuses because for them it's not a high priority. But if their motivation's pretty high, then you would have no problems closing that person for that appointment. So here's the question. Are you closing as hard as you should? If that person's really motivated, they really impress you as having a desire to sell, it's a desire to move, you should be doing everything in your power to close, set that appointment so that you have the opportunity to provide the highest level of service for that person. By not, hey, you're not helping yourself, you're not helping them. So, I want you to be closing hard every time you're following up. Oh, and by the way, I hope you have a lead follow-up system. Do you? I hope so. And look, it doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be formal. It should be simple. And the reason is simple can be followed. If it's really complicated, maybe it's more of a situational. Today I will, tomorrow I won't. Don't do that. Make it a simple system so you always follow it. Well, listen, I do apologize. This one is a little longer than the ones that I normally would like to put together for you. But I wanted to give you the very valid explanation and reason why I wasn't there yesterday. So listen, have a terrific day, a great week, and hey, we'll talk to you soon. Take care.